everyone, it's Sumi. Today we'll be making Ragda Pattice, a delicious Indian street food, spiced potato patties in a subtle and lovely yellow pea stew, finished with some super flavorful toppings. So let's get cooking. We soaked our yellow peas in some regular temperature water for around 6 to 8 hours or overnight, and we're now straining them. We've taken 3 cups of yellow peas. We've taken our Instapot and set it on the saute function. While the pot is heating up, we're just going to prep the only fresh ingredient that we need for the stew, that is the ginger, and we're grating around 3 teaspoons worth of ginger. Now that our Instapot is hot, we're going to add 3 teaspoons of cooking oil. We're using sunflower oil. You can use any flavorless oil of your choice. To this, we're adding in our grated ginger, and we're going to cook this for around 10 to 15 seconds. After which, we're going to add half a teaspoon of hing and 3 teaspoons of turmeric powder. We're just going to give this a quick mix. We don't need to cook this for too long. And we're now adding 5 cups of hot water. So it's 1.5 cups of water for 1 cup of peas. We're going to mix this well and add in our soaked and strained yellow peas. We're cancelling the saute function and switching to pressure cook. And we're going to pressure cook our peas for 15 minutes on high. And we're going to wait for the pressure to naturally release. While that's happening, we're going to start prepping our potatoes. So we're going to pressure cook our potatoes till soft. You can also boil them, which will definitely take a little longer. We're pressure cooking our potatoes with their skin on so they don't fall apart and crumble. Once our potatoes are cooked till soft or until a fork passes through them easily, we're going to peel all of our potatoes and we're going to mash all our potatoes in a bowl. Once mashed, we're going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of roasted cumin powder. You can also just use regular cumin powder, and 1 teaspoon of chaat masala. If you don't have chaat masala, you can just add half a teaspoon of black salt or kala namak. We're going to salt this to taste. You want to start with less salt because the chaat masala will already have some salt of its own. You can always taste and add more as required. Once all our spices have been added, we're going to mix all of this well, while also pressing on the potatoes to prevent any lumps, till all the spices have been uniformly distributed and the potato is completely smooth. We're also going to add 1 tablespoon of potato starch. You can substitute with cornstarch or tapioca starch, and this will form the binding agent for our patties so they stick together while pan frying or air frying. Once again, we want to mix all of this well and make sure there's no obvious bits of flour. Once our patty mixture has been formed, we're going to use a 1/4 cup measure to form our tikkis or patties. We're just going to take the mixture into our hands, smoothen it out, and form them into the tikki or patty shapes. Oiling the palms of your hands before you start making the tikkis will prevent them from sticking to your hands. We used 5 medium-sized potatoes, which resulted in 12 tikkis. You can make them bigger or smaller, although the 1/4 cup measure does work really well. Once all our tikkis have been formed, we're going to set a pan on medium-high heat, to which we're going to add a tablespoon of cooking oil. We're using sunflower oil once again. And we're going to place all our patties for pan frying. And we want to pan fry until they turn to a deep golden reddish brown, which should take around 5 minutes on each side. The process will get faster as the heat of the pan increases, so please keep an eye after the first round of tikkis. As you can see, this is the color that we're looking for. Now we want to flip the tikkis to the other side and get them to the same color as well, which should take around 3 to 4 minutes. Once all our tikkis are done, we're just going to transfer them to a plate. We also tried air frying a couple of tikkis to see how they turned out. I definitely preferred the pan fried ones because they were crunchier, although the air fried ones did use less oil. We just used a teaspoon of oil, which is a great option if you want to use less fat. Once it's been 15 minutes and the pressure has naturally released from the Instant Pot, we're going to uncover the lid, and this is how your yellow peas will look. If your peas are still a little runny, don't worry at all because we're going to boil this for around 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to salt our peas and also add 2 teaspoons of roasted cumin powder and mix all of this well. And we want to boil this for around 5 to 7 minutes using the saute function. You don't want to boil it for too long because the peas will get thicker as they sit and cool down. This looks perfect, and we're going to cancel the saute function. Our tikkis are done and our yellow peas also look great, so it's time to assemble. We've also made a quick green chutney or cilantro mint chutney for our Ragda Pattice. For the recipe on how to make this chutney, please click on the card here. And now it's time to assemble. We're going to pour some peas onto a bowl or plate. Add 2 patties or tikkis. Add a little more peas on top so it's covered in all of that flavor. Top with some finely chopped tomatoes, some finely chopped red onions, the green chutney or the cilantro mint chutney, some sweet chutney or tamarind date chutney. Let me know if you'd like to see a video on this recipe. Some freshly chopped cilantro, a sprinkle of some more chaat masala, this is totally optional, and some save for some crunchiness. You can serve this with a piece of lemon for some extra tanginess. What makes this recipe great is that it's highly customizable. The tikkis or the patties and the yellow peas are not spicy in and of themselves, so you can just add spice if you need it or just keep it really subtle and delicious. So it's a dish that can definitely appeal to people with different levels of spice tolerance. And it's a great dish to make for a party or get together as well. You can just make a large batch of the yellow peas, pan fry your tikkis a couple hours in advance and just give them a quick heat in the oven for around 2 or 3 minutes before serving. And you can set all the toppings on the table so people can add what they like and make it their own. Please let me know if you tried this recipe in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And please like and subscribe for more such videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!